Hey guys, I'm Kizzy and welcome to my garden. So if you're coming here from my last video, you would have seen that we lost most of our tomatoes to blight. It's very early on in the season for the UK to lose it to blight, but here we are. Just a couple of days ago, I had to rip another 2 beds out of tomatoes. Yes, these 2 beds here, tomatoes were growing all up along it, and the blight had spread to this bed also. Yes, it's very sad, but here we are. We just have to move on. So I've already planned what I'm going to put in this bed. This bed, because we've grown tomatoes in it this year, we're not going to grow tomatoes in it next year because tomatoes do not enjoy being planted in the same place each year. Next season, we're going to put cut flowers in both of these rows. And I think over there as well, where you see the brassica bed over here, I believe that might be cut flowers too. I'm not sure yet. We're still planning those 2 beds over there, but definitely for this row is going to be cut flowers. We have some tomatoes still hanging on for dear life in this bed, but they are starting to show some signs of blight. So either between today or tomorrow I'm going to pull them out and harvest the fruits off of them green and put them by a window inside to ripen. This may not be a year for tomatoes, but it's looking like a year for winter squash and corn and beans. Even though my heart is crushed about the tomatoes, there is something to look forward to in this section of the garden. There is one vine of the squash that's beginning to die back, and I believe that is the Victor winter squash, that humongous looking squash in the corner there that you can see. It's looking good so far. We are beginning to see some of the butternut squash that is beginning to fruit as well. We're hoping this year might be the year for butternut squash, because last year we lost it to frost twice, an early frost and a late frost. It just wasn't the year for us, but these things happen in gardening. You just could never tell what's going to happen. It's sad, but it's also a beauty in it. Where something lacks in the garden, there's always something else that's in abundance. And this year it's looking like the winter squash and the corn. So yay for that. I've started growing some more herbs for the next season to overwinter, and along with some herbs we are growing flowers. Flowers is something that we really wanted to add to our garden. 1, to attract beneficial insects. 2, they're just so beautiful to admire and enjoy. 3, I'd like to begin a cut flower garden. Yes, a cut flower garden. So far we have the gypsophila or baby's breath, and this one is the white one, I believe. And I've also got the baby's breath in pink. We also have some sweet williams that we're growing as well. So really looking forward to that. Most of these I've never grown before. I am just learning as I grow along. All of those that I've just mentioned are perennials. I've got another herb slash flower. We've got some yarrow, I've also got some lupins. Don't know if you can see that here. And already the roots are beginning to show underneath, so I'll keep my eye on this one and see how much longer it can take living in this pot. We've got some more echinacea here. Can never have enough of those. The flower is gorgeous, and it's also a wonderful herb for colds and flus, so perfect for wintertime. We've got some liatris as well coming up, but it's still yet to germinate. I've just covered this pot with some cling film to give it that extra warmth that it needs, as the temperature has dropped in August already. It's still supposed to be hot, but hey, we live in England. We've also got some meadow rue here. This has not germinated as yet. I think this takes a while to germinate, so I've only sown this on the 11th of August, and it's probably, what date is it today? It is the 18th today, so I'd give this another week or two. This is just the beginning stages of the sowing for next season, but I wanted to get as much of the sowing done on this side of the year in the autumn, so that would limit the amount of work that I have to do next spring. Over here we have some loofers that's really getting on quite well. I'm not entirely sure when to harvest these. Let me give you a closer look. But here it is. We've only got 2 this year. 2 is better than none. But just like that, my time is up. I have to go see to the little ones that's just awakened from their afternoon nap. So until next time, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. See you later.